Welcome to Bloodbath and Beyond. Today we review Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. Always bring protection.
Directed by Christopher Landon, starring Tye Sheridan, Logan Miller, and Joey Morgan, Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse is about three friends who learn the true meaning of friendship as they save their town from the zombie attack. What do we like about this movie?
I loved the fun nature of this film. This was definitely more for the younger crowd.
Yeah.
It had a very super bad feel to it.
So you have all these like teen movies like Hunger Games and like Harry Potter where it's really dark and serious. So it was nice to see like just a fun teenage movie where the kids get to be a little lighthearted and kick some ass.
And be a little bit more over the top than they can be in PG-13 movies.
Yeah.
Because we did get a lot of dick jokes, we got a lot of F-bombs, and we did get a lot of gore, which I was very surprised at. The zombie kills in this movie are not only unique, but they're well executed. If somebody's getting stabbed in the face, it's not just getting stabbed like straight through the face. Like it might go through their chin and out the top of their head. Everything had a little bit of a twist to it, which made you really appreciate it, and you know that the people in charge appreciated zombie movies.
Yes, that's exactly how it felt. It felt like these were people who liked horror movies. Now, the director did like Disturbia and I think Paranormal Activity stuff, so like clearly he's a horror guy.
Yeah.
And like you have the zombie kills where it's like, it's gory, it's like crunchy, you can hear the crunchy effects of them. Like the zombies are fragile, the characters were smart, like it's just fun.
There's just a lot of little moments where you see a zombie in the background doing something, and you're just like, oh my god, that's just ridiculous. You never see zombies in the situations that you see in this film. And I just want to say that this is what everybody wanted Cooties to be. And, you know, they executed it much, much better.
This wasn't a boring film. We enjoyed it from beginning to end.
I thought the acting was fantastic from everybody.
Agreed.
I thought the character types were really well-rounded. I mean, nobody was overly douchey, and nobody was completely over the top, even considering the over-the-top situations that they were put in.
You're spending all the time with the Scouts. So you have Patrick Schwarzenegger, who played this douchey guy, but we're not spending a lot of time with him. Instead, we're having fun with the cocktail waitress and the Scouts. And they run around being a badass, cracking jokes, which is exactly what we wanted out of this movie.
And speaking of the cocktail waitress, Sarah Dumont was jaw-droppingly gorgeous. I thought she was just great. I mean, she was definitely a great addition to the kids. And I think it was great casting as well. Not only was she a good actor, not only was she beautiful, but she was also taller for an actress in these kind of films, which made the other actors, the Scouts, seem a lot shorter, so you can kind of put it in perspective and say, hey, these guys are actually like playing younger kids, or younger teens at least. And so I thought that was a really good casting choice.
As we always say, strong female character, right? She wasn't helpless, she was a hero.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all around, good character.
Yeah, she came out with a shotgun and started kicking zombie ass right off the bat. And she made a lot of bold moves, and it was really nice to see. Especially in a zombie movie, we rarely see a strong female character in zombie movies.
Yeah, done well.
Yeah.
Right.
And I almost forgot, the intro to this film was fantastic because we have Blake Anderson from Workaholics listening to some Iggy and just dancing hilariously, and eventually causes the outbreak. And, you know, it's a nice little sequence to kind of start the movie off. I think teens are gonna love this movie.
What didn't we like about this movie?
I'm not sure that this is necessarily a dislike. It's a little bit more nitpicky, but I think it was advertised that David Koechner would be in this movie a lot more. And unfortunately, he was not. To kind of put him as like top 3 build is a little ridiculous.
It's like we got a funny intro video with him trying to recruit people, but I would actually like to see him out teaching the Scouts and like just how it was like, because he's such a funny character or guy. Just having him around more definitely would make the movie better.
I think a minor issue that I had, which is something that's really common in these kind of movies, so I can't fault the filmmakers for doing them, is the little bits of exposition that seemed unnecessary. Everything just seemed to be spoon-fed. Like, we knew that zombies were happening, and we knew situations needed to occur, and they'd like verbally tell you every single situation that they needed to go from the beginning of the film to the very end of the film.
There are moments of convenience, right? You have situations where you're just like, how the fuck did he know that? Or, You know, how did she know they were there? Like that kind of stuff, which is common in these types of movies as it's the nature of the films, but it is obvious. Time for our final thoughts and ratings.
Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse is a great film, and I think a lot of you guys are gonna enjoy it. It's hilarious. We have tons of awesome zombies, not only in makeup, but in kills. We have great character development throughout. Hot babes, which is always a plus in horror movies. And it's genuinely a fun time. I don't really have anything negative to say about the film that isn't really nitpicky. And that's just because I'm a horror critic. So I'm gonna give this 4.5 zombie strippers out of 5.
This movie is enjoyable from start to finish. There is not a lot you can complain about. It's really refreshing to see an actually well done, light-hearted zombie film. It's so rare to get the humor right and balance it out correctly. And I think what they have here is something that's actually really successfully done, something that I would actually want to see more of. There's a genuine charm to this film, and I hope a lot of people actually, pick it up, watch it. I would love to see more of these characters. So with that being said, I'm gonna give this 4 zombie cats out of 5.
As always, thank you for watching. Like this video and comment below with your thoughts on Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. And if you haven't seen it, there's a link in the description where you can find it and pick it up. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel to stay updated with our reactions, reviews, and games of What Would You Do. And if you're interested in additional content, we have tons of stuff over at our website, bloodbathandbeyond.tv.